This is a review of the SetPower AB16 portable refrigerator or freezer, depending upon how you want to use it. My channel is dedicated to deep space astrophotography, where I take my camper right there and go to high elevation, dark locations to image the cosmos. I really like this unit, and I'm going to give it a good review because I've tested and tried it, and I like it for 4 reasons. 1, it works. 2, it fits my needs. 3, it's portable. And 4, it's affordable. There's one more too. It's quiet. We'll talk about each one of these things a little bit more. Let's get at it. So it works. It does work. I've bounced it around inside my trailer for a couple of months. I've had no problems. It runs off 12 volt or it runs off of AC. I use 12 volt. It pulls very little power, about 40 watts an hour. And that's important to me because I'm all solar. But this is just fine for me. And this is about what I need. And I don't freeze things, so I use it all on the refrigeration mode because I'm only gone for 2 or 3 days. You can freeze if you want to. But this is, this is typically what I would take. There's some breakfast food. I actually got some cooked up chicken already cooked, a couple of steaks, some fruit, some drinks, and I just alternate the drinks through to keep them cool. And then of course I have some canned goods and some dried goods and so forth. So fits my purposes just fine. Let's load it up and I'll show you what I mean. These are eggs here. And there you go. What do you think, Shadow? Shadow likes it too. And Shadow likes it because it doesn't draw very much power. Because we're in the desert and it gets hot. And occasionally I have to run the AC to cool us down, and that pulls a lot of power. So whatever else I have drawing power on my battery banks, I want to make sure is minimal. And the SetPower AB16 refrigerator is minimal. Not only is it minimal, but it also cools off quickly. So we just loaded it up with some food. I had it cool before I brought it out of the camper, and it's not plugged in right now. But let's take it back in, plug it in, and we'll see how long it takes to cool. Oh, by the way, before I forget, comes with a manual. You can run on AC or DC. So it's loaded up. It's not very heavy. So welcome to my world. There's the AC right there. When I run it, it pulls about 400 to 600 watts. So I'll run it for a few hours. Other than that, these lights hardly pull any power. And this refrigerator hardly pulls any power. And I love it because I can cool it off in the house, bring it out here. It's light, tuck it in, plug it into the 12 volt. Excuse me, bouncing around here with the camera. But I want you to see this. Alright, so where do we start at? We're at 59 degrees right now. Let's see how long it takes to go from 59 to 36, where I keep it. Keeps everything nice and cool. So I'm going to pause and we'll come back. So while we're waiting for it to cool off, let me tell you a little bit about number 4, the reason I like it. Affordability. At the moment, it's $199. You can get it on Amazon, or you can purchase it from the website. Either way, you'll get it quickly and affordably. So what did we cover now? I liked it because it works. I liked it because it fits my needs. I like it because it's portable. And I liked it because it's affordable. Let's talk about quiet. I tuck it right underneath the bed where I sleep. So I would know if it's not quiet. And some things aren't, and this one is. I don't even hear it at all. It is important. There's vents on the front on both sides. You want to make sure that they have free access so the air can flow. That's important for it to have the efficiency it needs. But it's very quiet. Now we're going to go check on it and see if it's cooled off and how long it's taken. Come here, Shadow. Come here, boy. Inside. There you go, little buddy. Okay. Well, it's 35. All right. Should have come in sooner. 7 minutes and 35 seconds. There you go. I mean, let's just round it down to 7 minutes because it was already 35 when we got in. So from 59 to 35 in 7 minutes. That's really not bad. Now I can tell you from experience that in the home, when I have it in the house and it's at room temperature, maybe 73, 74, and you want to be in the camera, and I load it up with food and I plug it in, or I'll usually plug it in first. It takes about 20 minutes in that case to reach the 35, 36 range where I keep it. Then I'll load it up with the food, and then I'll bring it out here. So that's the efficient way to use it, but that's a very fast cooling, 20 minutes. And from here, as you saw, just 7 minutes. So this is very, very efficient. So I think I've covered everything. I'm going to show you a couple of my images that I've done. Here's Andromeda, 2.5 million light years away. I took this about 1.5 years ago from a remote dark site high up in the mountains. And here's the Eagle Nebula, 1,500 light years from Earth in the Orion constellation. If you like these kind of things and would like to see a little bit more, come along on the Adventures of Shadow and see what we do. And you'll see why this little unit right here, why I rely on it, why it works, and why I can recommend it.